Hello, party people. Hello. It is Randee for Thunderhorse Descendant, and I am here for Gatsby James Beads today. You guys, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. We're going to be using the Gatsby Beads from Color Trends. So excited. I see people are starting to log up. When you get logged up, make sure you make a comment. Do a little like so I know you're here. We'll get out. Yeah, here comes everybody. Give everybody a little hot second to get logged up. I gotta have some coffee. It's Friday, y'all. It's Friday. Hi! India, hello. Oh, here come the comments. Hi, Stacia. Hey, girl, hey. Hey. Yay. And Gwen, hi. Oh, good. I'm glad the comments are working. I constantly struggle with Facebook comments. Hi, Emily. And Roberta. Hi. And Rosanna. Well, it looks like everybody's getting logged on. There's Carol and Jessica. Hello. So everybody's getting logged up. You guys, we are going to use the Gatsby Beads from Color Trends. I'm super excited. So, this bracelet, let me just tell you about this bracelet. This bracelet wasn't supposed to be, but isn't that the way that it goes? So this is the little bracelet that we're going to make. It's super cute. It's got a little toggle. It's got some chain. It's got the little cluster of little doobly bobs. And I'm so excited. But let me tell you the struggle. Let me get you down here. Let me get you down here on the mat. Still coffee? Gwen, always coffee. Always. Let me get you down here on the mat. Put you in the claw so you can see what I'm working with here. Okay, we officially made it to the claw. There we go. Okie doke. So I'm trying to stay up here out of the comments area. But this is what we're working with today, you guys. I have all my little Gatsby things hanging out in this super cool bowl, charging them up. But I'm super excited. So I don't know if you guys have seen the color trends that have been going on that Gatsby James put out, but they're super good. And this one I was really excited to use. The other one I was excited to use was the Sage one and the Peacock one. And I've seen a lot of the ambassadors had gotten the Peacock and they were making some really cool things with it. And I was like, oh, I guess I will probably just go with the Gatsby and see what we can do with that. So, 1920s inspired. Let me show you the goings-ons. This is what happened to me. I was like, okay, 1920s, right? So we open these up. And you're like, why, Randee? Why 1920s? Because The Great Gatsby was a novel that was written in the era of Art Deco, right? Which is 1920 to 1935-ish. Hola! All the way from Mexico. Yeah! Hi, Gwen. Hi, Melanie. So these are the beads that were provided. And they're super cute. There's a lot of crystal, black, different shapes. Very cute. But when I saw these, I was like, I got an idea. But it didn't work, you guys. Let me show you my goings-ons. Look what happened. This is what happened. So I thought, oh, I will just take a little piece of felt and I'll get myself some cup chain and I'll put it on there and I'll use this really pretty bead. Look what happened to my bead. Right? So this is just evidence of trial and error here. I was trying to make a pendant. So then I did this with super glue. So I do not recommend this with the Loctite. Hi, Gatsby James. So then I thought, okay, maybe I'm just doing it wrong. I'll do it with the E6000. Well, this is what happened with the first of all, my bead fell out. This is what happened with the E6000 after I let it set for 24 hours. Half of it got frosted and half of it did not. I don't know why that happened. I did the same with these ones here with E6000 and these ones are fine. Right? So then I was like, I don't trust it. I don't trust it. So I was going to do this like little pendant ordeal, but that didn't work out. So if you guys have any tips for that, I would enjoy some tips if you have tips. But anyways, so then I was feeling quite defeated about that. I was like, oh, what's happening? But then I thought, you know what? That's fine. I'll just make a bracelet. It'll be fine. But I wanted to do something. I wanted to do something with the lines, because part of Art Deco design is the geometric shapes, right? Which is why I was trying to make this little circle, but it didn't quite work out, so that's fine. So I was like, well, what if I use this chain that Jesse James sent? So this is the, I want to say it's the Laurel Chain or Laura Chain in matte gold. And so it sent this little chain, and I had cut it in half. So this is actually half. It's 6 inches. Howdy, howdy. Hi, Jennifer. And so that's how I ended up making my kind of like little geometric shapes. That was the idea there. But it actually works out pretty good because the way I strung them up, it moves when you turn your wrist. So I was pretty happy about that. So all of that being said, we're going to make this cute little bracelet. And there should be a list going on in the description or somewhere. I think Danielle has the list of stuff you will need. But basically, it's pretty simple. We're going to use the Gatsby beads. And here's what those look like. Now, I did not use all of these on this project. Like, I didn't use these little sparkle balls. But that just gives you a bunch of different options for earrings. And also, when I was doing my practice one, you guys saw me. I had glued some of my beads here. And so I was then short these beads. But it actually worked out pretty good because then I was able to space these. If I use these longer beads, I was able to space them out pretty good. Sarah here. Oh, hi, Sarah. When I use cup chain for my beaded earrings, I tack it down with thread. I was going to do that. Is that Tony saying that? I was going to do that, Tony. But, you know, I was trying to be quick. That doesn't always work out. Anyways, I just wanted to share with you that not all things around here just, you know, sometimes it's just a happy accident. I'm pretty happy with this bracelet, even though this was not the original plan. I'm pretty dang happy with it. So all these things that I have here, you can get on the Jesse James Beads website. The only thing I'm adding is I'm adding this, just a few little gold, just little star spacers. I don't know if they have those on the website, but I just am adding those little guys. The Roaring 20s. I know, right? Also, one other little thing that I'm adding is just about 5 of these size 6 seed beads. Any seed bead would work. You're not going to see them. We're going to put them inside the large hole beads because these ones are large hole. So we're just going to give that a little stability on our stringing project. So that's a helpful tip. If you don't know about that, you can stick these little 6mm, or sorry, size 6 seed beads inside the bead. And then it'll have a little more stability when you're stringing it with other ones. That's way too many, Randee crepes. Anyways, so I have some of those. But other than that, everything else can be found on Jesse James Beads website. Let's get this party started. I get it. I wish I could get the courage to do so myself. I love watching. All right, so here we go. These were very Art Deco inspired, I thought. Hey, where's the other one? I just opened this. Did I drop something? Am I losing it? Am I not seeing it? Am I crazy? It's possible. Okay, I guess we only have 2 of these. I don't know. But these were very Art Deco inspired. They have lines. So that's kind of what inspired me with this little mix. I get it. And then these little black, like, kind of cage beads, barrel type. Those were really cool. So, let's get it started. This is a really pretty quick project. We're just going to be using some Beadalon. I'm using the 19 strand. I am making my bracelet I'll probably make mine. This one I made kind of to fit me, and it's about a 6.5 inch because I have a little wrist. What's happening here? Look, my beading wire's all over the place. It's not there. I'm like, did I drop it? Maybe my other pack just had 3. I don't know. It's just like the day of happy accidents, I guess. So we will, that's fine. It's fine. We'll adjust. We'll just fill in some space there. We'll have to make some adjustments, but it'll be fine. I raise you up just a smidge. Okay. Oh, Sarah's saying, hey, do us a favor and share the video. Yes, please. If you would like to share the video, that would be great. Okay, now this little toggle that I got, I've had this one. This one came in a past subscription box, I think, from Magical Mystery Box. I've had it for a while because I'm kind of bad, and I just kind of keep all my Jesse James toggles in here like this. So I'm like, I'm not real sure where that one, what day that was, but anyway, to get this started, I am going to be using a wire guardian, and I'm going to be using some Did It. Oh, thanks, PK. Crimp bead. Wire guardian. Wire guardians are completely up to you. This is going to be mixed metal, so I kind of did this as a way to kind of bring all the metals, you know, together. So, but totally up to you. You just do what you want. There's no rules. It's Friday. Friday. We made it. Ooh. Get in there, you. Oh my goodness, the comments. I'm refreshing, and I just seen a whole bunch of them come in. I have a separate jar for my JJB stuff. Yeah, I have a box for my JJB stuff. Okay. And crimp. And crimp. There we go. I've been telling Sarah, you know, she's on here. I've been telling Sarah, hey, Sarah, we should have like a specialty JJB box, bead box. You know what I mean? So I'm just using a little bead cover here. And now we can just get started. I mean, this is easy peasy. We're just stringing. We're just going to do a little stringing. I guess we're going to have a little adjustment for that, but that's fine. We'll figure it out. No worries. So now I will say this, if you wanted to make your bracelet larger, what I did when I wanted to increase size is I just went down here to the end after the chain and I added an additional bead. If you wanted yours to be larger, you could add a couple of beads down here because we will have some left when we're done. Okay, so I'm just going to make this portion and then I will just decipher on the size. Yes, for Christmas. That would be great. So, I'm just stringing, easy peasy. I'm just going to string this up. And right here is where I'm going to add these seed beads underneath the large hole, okay? So I think if I remember correctly, I added 5 seed beads before. So we're just using these size 6. Can be any color. They're not going to show. If you want to make them a specific color, you can. Mine are like bronze. 3, 4. Now mine are not, mine are from the Walmart. So they're not really all the same size. So I might have to use more than 5. We'll see. We'll see what we got. Yeah. So there, it covered up 1 bead. You see that? So I got to do maybe 2 more. Right. Okay, so put 2 more on. And then we'll put this, see, because see, this is large hole. You see there? So you could use these on like your European bracelets, whatever. But if you want to string them, this is a cool trick. So now, I do not want to see a seed bead coming out of this bead when this is tightened up. I don't want to see that. So that one seems okay. I'm going to leave it. But you don't want your seed beads coming out when you move on, because then if you can see them, you're going to see them in the finished product. Okay. So I'm going to leave that one like that. And also, you guys, these were really cool. These are like black sparkly black rondelles. Very cool. Very cool trick, PK says. Thank you. I didn't think of it. I don't even know where I learned that. But I do know that it does help. Okay. So now I'm up to our little cluster of business, right? Our little cluster of business. So now we got to make our little cluster. So we're going to set this aside. What goes in the little cluster of business? 2 of these crystals. I always think of those as like earring types. It's up to you. The 2 triangles, which are also very good for the Art Deco period because they are triangle. I don't know if you guys know this, in the 1920s. Not that you asked, but in the 1920s, Egypt had like a renaissance because they discovered a new tomb. And so a lot of the jewelry, including stuff by Coco Chanel, was inspired, like Egyptian inspired, which I thought was really cool. I was told you can also use rubber tubing. Oh, now that sounds interesting, Rosanna. You use these 2 little guys, also geometric shape. Very nice. What else we got in here? We got these 2 little like spirally guys. Also, fun facts. Coco Chanel created in the 1920s. Not that I'm a big Coco Chanel fan, but this was kind of like, you know, one of her heydays situations. And she started creating the celestial jewelry back in the day with the metal. And so I thought when I saw those, oh, it's kind of like a little, maybe like a star or like a, you know, something like that. Whoa, camera, calm down. All right, we're going to move on into our ball head pins. Now, I'm using these little shorty guys. I don't even think they're 2 inches, honestly. Maybe they are 2 inches. Now, that's not even what I'm looking for. Here we go. Ball head pin. Now, if you have a longer one, I would suggest using a longer one just because it's easier to wrap. You're going to see me do some struggle here because I'm used to having the 3-inch ones, you know, but I didn't have any of those in gold. So, let's start with something easy. So we're going to wrap all these up, not these ones. We're going to wrap all these ones up, and this is where I'm adding my little spacers. So we're just going to do a wire wrap loop here. Easy peasy. And spin and twist and 90 degrees. Why is my camera so weird today? I might have to move it up just a smidge. Hold on. Maybe that's a problem. Okay, well, it seems better. Oh, Gwen says. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday. My Friday has been going spectacularly. I'm refreshing the comments. Teardrops? Yeah, these ones too. Teardrops. So really, you could add whatever you want on your cluster. I just thought that these ones were kind of like the geometric shapes and they were kind of cool looking. And also they were smaller than some of the other beads because I knew I wanted to cluster them up. You can use the bigger beads to cluster, but that's just a personal preference. Now, I'm going to, because the reason I did this is because my ball head pins, like I said, were small and the ball was too small for this bead. It goes through there. So what I did was I added these little star spacers and now that ball doesn't go through there. So that's why I did that. And then after I got them on there, I was like, huh, that's kind of interesting. And then I want to put one on the top, just for fun. Just so they look kind of cool. And twist and spin. I always have to cut it. It's just part of my ritual. I don't know. I don't know why. Am I the only one who does that? It's just part of the ritual. It has to be cut. If I don't cut it, I feel like I'm not doing it right. Now, Jesse James has also included some of these little petals, and I used some of those as well. Can't remember if I used a spacer on this one or not. I must have, because that's too big. If you have bigger ball head pins, you don't have to do this because your ball will be big enough, and then you don't have to worry about it. But if it is a problem, you can always just go like that, build it up, and it looks really cute. Okay. Layering. It's like 3D beading. I'm still developing that on my stuff. I love layering. Layering is one of my favorite things. Let's see. Did I do all of these? Oh, I did all of those. Yeah. Now, here's what I did. I got some Beadalon jump rings here. And these ones are, I want to say they are 6s, size 6mm. So for this little charm, I only did one. And I hung him on there like that. But on this one, I put 3 jump rings because he's going to be in that layer. And I didn't want it to be like just a big, you know, conglomerate of things. I wanted this one to kind of stick out a little bit. So it kind of had layers. So oh, it's jumping away from me. You are going to be a spectacular bracelet. You stop that. That's what I always think when the components don't want to go on. I'm like, why don't you want to be this spectacular piece of jewelry? I have questions. Okay, so now those 3 are ready to go on. Or those 2. And then these guys, 4 of the spirals or the little celestial guys. Jumping away from you because they're jump rings. No, that makes sense. You guys, if I missed your comment, I apologize. I just am, you know, beading and stuff and try to catch everybody, but also because my phone is so silly. I should have another device, I guess, but I do not. These ones were also kind of larger hole on these ones here. So you could use, you know, if you wanted to use beads or different stuff, you could, but I just decided to use all these little gold spacers. So they all kind of match. Even though it's got silver on it, I don't care. So then we just doodle up 4 of these. This one is defective. They're jumping away because they're called jump rings. Oh, it's so true. More technical terms, doodling it up. Yeah, you got to doodle them up. Wire them? Wrap them? What do you guys say? I don't know. It's all about fun. You just do what you want. The mixed metal is a popular look now. Yes, I will say that I don't think it was so much then. But yeah, now it is. Totes agree. And that one was a different ball head pin, but I think it'll be fine. And the last one, you guys, and this is like the time-consuming part of the project. The rest of it's easy peasy. I think mixing metals is fun. Can add a lot to the piece. I agree. I think my favorite, though, is when mixed metals are mixed with, like, patina painted, like, bronze or something. Like, silver and even gold. Silver, gold, and then, like, patina painted bronze. I think that's really cool. Oh, we got a tail issue. There we go. Got it. All right. So next, what we do is we go back to our little stringing, and then you just string these on. You can string them on in any kind of order that you see fit. Whatever you think you got to do. I did not put any spacers with all of that. I just started putting them on there by just stringing the loop. I think I did kind of try to space them out a little bit. See, and then when you add these jump rings to this one, it kind of hangs down a little more, you see. And I thought that was cute. And your girl loves movement, you know, it gave it some more movement, so I was all for that. Ooh. All right. Shake them up. Stand it up. I stand it up like this so it looks like a flower. Then you know you're getting everything. Gotta get gravity involved, right? Okay, once they're on there, this little cluster is so cute. I know, right? It's just kind of a little something. Just a little something extra. Once you got gravity involved and it looks like a flower, then we're going to put on, what do I got here? The spacer bead. This other silver one. Ooh. Now this one I put on to kind of top the flower off, so nothing is going to be able to move past there. And then they all should stay in place. So once we get the other end done, depending on your tension of your bracelet, because remember, we like to leave a little stuff so stuff can move around. So it's not going to be so like packed and tight, but it is going to be a little bit tight. And that's what we want. Because we don't want them all to be like laying to one side like this. That's not what we want. We want a clustery flower. Okay, next is where we're going to add the chain. Now this is 6 inches of chain. When I got my chain, I cut it in half. So in essence, if you did order this chain, you could get 2 bracelets out of it if you were to do this project. Or you could use the other one on, you know, something else, your necklace or whatever. But this is 6 inches of chain. And I really like this one because it has like these little places to hang it, right? So I believe I did 4. So I'm just gonna hang this chain right on the end here. And it's just one piece of chain. I didn't cut it at all. And then I'm going to put on this oval bead. So here I put on kind of the same size spaced beads. But as you will remember, I was already missing one of these from my practice pack because I broke it. So then after you got your bead on, I'm counting these links right here, these ones that I am putting on the string. So I'm counting that as 1, 2, 3, 4, right? I believe that is correct. I'm gonna double check. It looks correct. So I'm gonna go into the 4th one, 2, 3, 4, with my wire. I've never thought to do that with chain. I learned so much. Oh, well, I'm so glad, Jennifer. So now this is what kind of creates this little like loop or pocket. So now I'll just move on to the next one. Now I could make a pattern on this side now that I have my additional bead, but remember we still have to allot for this one because I have 3 on this one and only 2 here. But I'm going to do that at the end of the chain. That is so cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to put it in that 4th one. So it kind of looks like lace. I think I am going to put this one on. I didn't put it on here. I put this one. But I have it and I want to use it. So I'm going to use it. It's about the same size as this. You see how they're about the same size? So I think it'll be fine. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you wouldn't have to do 4. You could do, as many as you want to. It's up to you. No rules here. So now on this one, because I did not have my bead, you see I kind of did a little snazzy thing. And I kind of like that. I think I might do that again. It gives it more sparkle. 20s is all about sparkle. So I'm going to do that again. So to create that, what I did is I got these sparkly rondelles. And then I also got 2 of the flower petals. So I put the sparkly rondelle, then the flower petal. And then I put this round bead. Oh, come here, you. So I was just basically trying to layer it up so that this would be the same size as this. So when I put my chain, it didn't look funky, But I kind of dig it. So put on this big crystal. Now, these ones are the ones that will conform to your bead, but I did not squish them because I wanted the space. So I just left them the way they are. I didn't squish them at all. And then this guy. Okay, and then we should be 1, 2, 3, 4 exactly. So again, this was 6 inches of chain, half of the chain that was given to me by JJB. And it actually works out to be 4, 4, 4, 4. Yes. So now here is where you're going to add your length because I'm past the chain. There's no more like chain to deal with. If you didn't want to put it on this side, you could have put it on this side. It's up to you. But I have to allot for this bead. And then I think I will use this one, the other kind of black kind of filigree bead. So I'll do that. And I am going to put another spacer on here, the other silver one. And I just like these because I know for sure that chain can't escape out of there, So it's kind of caged in. And I put the rondelle on the side so that this one would kind of push into the rondelle, which kind of, has a hollow part. And so it's not as noticeable. And then I will put this guy. Oh, look. Don't go out the side like that. Cripes. All right, you can do it, Randee. There we go. And if you wanted to make this bigger, So I'll show you how big this one is. This one is, oh, this one is 7. This one is exactly 7 inches, but this bead that I've put right here is actually this one. We still have not allotted for this one. So to do that, I think I will just add this other little black one. And then this should be 7 inches. Oh, I could put a petal on it, I guess. Oh, but these are so cute. Does this fit? That's too much space. Let me try this. Yeah, that's cute. Bertha, my Spanish is a little rusty, but I'm pretty sure this says thank you for all of the wonderful tips. You could also put it here. Should we put it there? It kind of looks odd out here by itself. Let's put it over there. Let's move this. We can do that because we're designers. Uh-oh, here we go again. There we go. Alrighty, now we just finish it up the same way that we did the other side by using the Wire Guardian Crimp Bead Tube Lottie Dottie. So, Crimp Bead, that's my new motto. I can do this because I'm a designer. Absolutely. Absolutely you are. We are all designers. If you are making jewelry, you are a designer. You are thinking about functionality. You are thinking about trend. You are thinking about cost effectiveness. You are thinking about how these beads look together. Does this stone go with this crystal? Is that okay? You're thinking about how it's going to hang. That's what designers do. Now, this one might prove to be a little bit difficult. Get in there. No. 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 So close. Let's get gravity involved. I find that gravity usually helps everything. There we go. Okay. Now, that is awesome. Excuse me, I gotta have a little sip of coffee. You guys, I stand up and bead. Do you think that's weird? I constantly am I got this table on risers, on bed risers, which FYI, if you don't have bed risers, get some in your life. It's spectacular doings, especially for your shows. Just give that a little pinch. Okay, so now here is where I'm talking about tension. So you want your beads to move because they have to make a circle like this. You don't want them to be tight, snap off, break, chip, la-ti-da. So you got to give a little bit of, a little bit of space there. But you don't want to give too much where things look like they're, too loose. Once I got it where I want it, I'm going to go in and I'm going to crimp. Pull test. Looks good. Also, when you use a bead cover, that's going to take up about 1 millimeter of space or 2. Yes, that's weird. Because it's, yes, you're weird that you're standing up. I have to stand up in order to see through my camera. Or do all this business. I don't have a tall enough. I have a stool, but I can't. I don't know. I like to be able to see through the camera. Probably because I don't have another monitor. So now we make sure all this has space to move, which it does. And then we're going to go with our toggle. Easy peasy. Jump rings. You're young and your feet don't hurt? No, my feet hurt. My feet hurt. Let's see. I'm thinking, do I want to do just one on here? I guess I will. Sometimes when I do toggles, you guys, I do one jump ring on the female side, and then I do two on the male side. Since the male side has to go through the female side, it gives it a little more spot to get through there, you know. But I think this one is okay. Okay. And then I just connect to this. Now, some people, this is called a cold connection, because I connected to a jump ring and not directly onto the toggle, which is not a cold connection. That is up to you. Sometimes hi Jefferson, sometimes I mess up and I gotta make some adjustments. So I like to have that jump ring. Also, if you're selling your jewelry and somebody says, oh, I really like that, but I wish it was a size, you know, 1/4 or a 1/2 inch bigger. Sometimes you can get away with adding a little something to the end, or putting on another jump ring. And if you have that ability to do that, it's always pretty good. So now, let's see how big this one is. 7. We did pretty good on our spacing. We did pretty good, I think. So here's a cool thing. With this chain, if you leave the chain one piece of chain, when you have it on your wrist and you flip it over, it'll go to the other side, you see, because it's just strung on there. So then it's always kind of in the right place, which is awesome. Okay, let me flip you guys over. Get you back in this tripod. The tripod saga continues, you guys. I ordered another one. It's kind of expensive. I'm waiting for it to come. It has a built-in light. Alright. Now I can't remember which one we just made. Not this one. We made this one with this bead. Oh. Okay. This cage bead, I'm going to have to trim my little wire on there. Because the cage bead has a hole in it. There's a little wire. The little tail is sticking out. So I got to get that little trim. Also, if you run into that issue, you can always just bend the wire so it curls up in there, or, you know, whatever, before you do all your business. But there we go, y'all. All done. Super spectacular. It's got the little cluster, the little moving parts. You know, I love moving parts. It's got the little geometric kind of lace looking with the chain and a little toggle. Super cute. So that's what they look like. I hope you guys are enjoying these little projects. Don't forget to like, and if you're not signed up for the Jessie James Beads Secret Stash group, run over there and check that out. There's lots of wonderful designers in that group, so you gotta get over there and post your photos. Jessie James loves to see your photos and to see all your stuff going on that you got going on with the JJB, which is super awesome. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, spectacular day. If you want to see more of me, I will be on Thunderhorse Descendant at 8 p.m. tonight doing stuff. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.